Hi, it's James Mitchell. Here's another video on workshop software. I really hope you get some great value from it and you enjoy it. All the best. Hey, it's James Mitchell here at Workshop Software. Super pumped to be with you today. We've just released a new update and there's some really cool stuff that's included in it. I'm really excited about delivering what we've done in this update to you. So let's get stuck in and check it out. So one of the main things is some stuff that's gone on with the booking diary. So if we go now have a look at the booking diary, what you can see is now the actual day, which is today's date, is highlighted. Might seem like a small thing, but we've actually had lots of people ask us about that. You know, when you're going month by month and looking at the day, you know, it's not completely obvious, or, you know, you have to actually search for the day, so to speak, and find out where it is. Now you can see that it's this day, it's highlighted. So if you want to click on it, you can go and see it. So I've just given away another secret. So you can see here there is now a list, right? So normally this is the way that the calendar would have displayed, and it would have displayed as a calendar look and feel, and broken down by the actual mechanics themselves. There's now this new switch at the top which has got calendar and list, and if I click on list, it shows you the actual bookings for the day in a list format. So this is going back to, if you've been using workshop software for a little while, it's going back to the old way that we used to do the booking diary effectively. So we've had a few clients ask us about that. Again, we've delivered on what you've asked us for, and we've come up with this list, which is really cool actually, and I think it will be great for all users, because I think you can use it interactively with, even if you're using the calendar, and you don't have to if you don't want to, you can just use the list. But even if you are using the calendar, you can actually go to the list view as well and swap between the two. These views are sticky as well. So in other words, if you leave it on list and you go off and go back to the month, or you go off and do other things, or, you know, go back to the customers or whatever, and you come back into the booking diary and you go to the day, it will stay as the list, right? So that will be your actual way that you look at the booking diary, which is a pretty cool way of making sure that it sticks to the way that you want it to operate. Okay, so pretty cool so far, yeah? So what I want to show you now is another cool little thing that's going to make life a lot easier for you when you're managing your bookings. I'm just going to choose a random job. I'm going to go and start the job, and it's now turned into a work in progress job, right? So if I now go back to the booking diary and then go back into the day that was done on and have a look at that job, you'll notice here that it's got the status of work in progress. So this is actually now reflecting the status of what you've actually got in the job center. So let's go take that a little bit further. So if I go and pull up that particular job and I go and change its status, and let's say that the job's complete, or I'm waiting for parts for argument's sake, and I go save. If I go now back into the booking diary and just go back into the 19th, and have a look, you'll see here that this status has got updated now, so that's waiting for parts. So you can go into the booking diary and see exactly what's going on with your jobs. So it's a little bit like reflecting what's happening in the job center, though. So those two things are actually being kept in sync, which again, we've been asked for that from a number of customers, because you go and you have a look at what's on for the day, and previously you didn't know whether something had been started or not. So now you've got complete control over that. You can see exactly what's going on and see exactly how your workshops are performing. Okay, so another little thing that's been updated, if you go into the job center, under job status, when you display all, previously before this update, you wouldn't see jobs with a status that have been set to finalize. They actually wouldn't appear in this list. The only way you could find them was by going into the dashboard. So now they will appear in this list, but also they've been added so that you can specifically just choose the finalized ones as well. So if you're changing that job status to finalized, then that's what, you know, you'll see all of these jobs in this list and be able to edit them and work with them and that sort of thing. So that's another change to the job center. Okay, what I'm going to do is I want to show you a really cool new thing that's been updated, which you probably just by using the application might not even realize that it exists. I'm actually just going to move the window a little bit so you can see the address bar at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and open up a new browser window. I'm going to go to my.workshopsoftware.com and I'm going to open it up. Now, what you might have noticed is that just logged in automatically. So the reason why it's done that is because I have actually I'm logged in over here. I've logged in here as well, and it knows that I've already logged in on the one computer, and so it's automatically logged me in. So what this allows you to do is it means that you can have two browser windows, or more actually, on the one screen. So on the one device, it could be an iPad, a tablet, a computer, whatever. On the one device, you can have more than one browser window of Workshop software open at the one time. What that means is you could, for example, be in, say, the booking diary on this screen, and on this screen, you could be in the job center doing jobs or whatever. So let's say, for argument's sake, you had a dual screen on your front counter or in your office or something. You could put this window on one screen, put this window on another screen, and always have the booking diary, for example, on one screen, and be managing your jobs and doing your maybe normal day-to-day sort of work on this other screen. So a really cool new feature that's been added, and has been added because we've actually done this is actually a significant change to the application itself. So it's a big change. We've actually changed internally how a lot of things work. We've changed technically a lot of stuff, and it's being able to give us the ability to give this to you so you can log on multiple times, but it also makes the application more efficient and run more effectively. So we're really excited to bring this to you because I think it will really help with your productivity. So really cool new feature, free to use, so no extra cost. Again, we're just providing more and more value to you, and so jump between multiple screens on the one place. It's really cool. So the other thing that's happened is that this update, with all those technical things that have changed, is we've changed what's called the caching, just to be sort of not to get too technical about it. But previously, when we did an update, we actually had some people report back to us and say that sometimes you go into the vehicles and you go in the vehicle history and the history wouldn't be there or wouldn't display properly, that sort of thing. It was a simple fix. All you needed to do was refresh your browser, but it was a bit of a pain and it wasn't real intuitive to the user either, so it wasn't a really nice experience. So what we've done is we've changed the way that works. That won't happen again in the future, so you can rest assured that the future updates will be a lot more streamlined, a lot simpler, and will just work, and you won't get those little things that might come up. So so that's another change to the way that the systems work. A couple of other little things in the import. We've changed a lot of the fields. We've added a whole heap of fields that you can import into Workshop software as well. So we've had a few requests about things. We're getting lots of data from lots of other systems, people coming from all sorts of other pieces of software. We've added a whole lot of new fields that you can import into Workshop software now. And in the business reports, we've updated a few of the reports so that they've got a few maybe new features to them, or changed a couple of little things within the reports as well. So look, there's a lot going on in the background. There's some really cool front-end stuff there around the booking diary and the interaction with the job center. Being able to log on multiple times is really cool too. So I hope you find that really valuable. As always, we love your feedback. We really like acting on it, and these updates, I really hope that you find them great value, and best of luck in your workshop, and wish you every success. Thanks.